It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there's no love lost between these AFC East foes. It's the Patriots and the Dolphins, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 23.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we get the season started with an AFC East tilt right off the bat between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined by my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. And at long last, it's time to begin another season in the NFL. And if this looks familiar, Charles, it's because it is. For the third straight season, Miami and New England will play each other in Week 1. It's kind of becoming something of an unofficial tradition for these two.
And we'll take it if they keep playing games like we've seen over the last 2 years, because New England scored a late touchdown to secure a win in 2020, then had a red zone fumble in 2021 to let Miami hang on for a one-point win last year in Foxborough. It's like in boxing. You get two great fights, each guy takes one. You definitely want the rubber match to see who is the better team. And Miami feels like they've really closed the gap.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Well, in the process of that kick return, it appears we had an injury. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. Jones wants to throw to start things out here. Got the connection here to Bourne. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. $51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football. And here comes the Miami offense now, and it's the southpaw in his 3rd season at the wheel for the Fins. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
For the 2nd consecutive season, Tua's a starter and Miami's a team. Both had winning records, but missed the playoffs. His numbers, they weren't terrific. Only 2,600 yards and 16 touchdowns against 10 interceptions. But he also overcame fractured ribs early in the season to return and play well down the stretch. And don't forget, when he did come back, he led Miami to 6 straight wins, which kept them in the playoff race.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And it's Michel once again. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down to Michel on the dump off. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down, brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Harris going to get it again on second down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Jones. Going deep here for Parker. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Jacoby Myers from 19 yards away. And the Patriots are on the board first here this afternoon. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Michelle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Now Tua. Caught by Wilson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe the Dolphin got going a little early.
Ball start, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Tua going to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. And his throw is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jones going up top. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 43. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Tua. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Michel running up the gut. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, fingers crossed here. 1st quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Looking left sideline, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Nelson Aguilar's moved around a little bit in the NFL with stops in Philadelphia and Las Vegas. But last year in New England, was brought in as a free agent to stretch the field and make big catches downfield. His turn this time for a target, and he gives them a first down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now here's another carry for Harris. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Folks' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle, it's Michel. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. Another carry for Michel on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Got to think that Michel looks back on his trade to LA last season fondly. Getting the start again, he ended up picking up 845 yards and, just as importantly, won the 2nd Super Bowl ring of his career.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Michel. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think?
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. On play action, here's Tua. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On the handoff, it's Michel. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, Jones. And this complete to Henry over the middle. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. From the 41, Jones. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Oh, I think there was a little too much heat on that one. He's trying to hit his running back out of the backfield. Normally you want to get the ball to them in stride. But here, this one's coming in hot. And it tips off his hands and into the arms of the defender.
And the Dolphins getting set to go here. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, they run with Michel. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Coming left is Michel. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Tua going to tap this forward on a jet sweep. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Michel will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Michel again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A give, this is Michel. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 108 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. And it's Michel once again. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
They were looking for a big play in this comeback situation, and they call play-action pass, and it backfires. If you're going to run that play this late in the game, you have to have a plan in mind to avoid the sack. Throw it away, scramble, do something, but don't go down in your own backfield.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Jones on 3rd down.
The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain of 22.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On the give, this is Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They hand this off to Harris.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who is shaken up.
We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He's going to look downfield for Henry.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd down and goal. Jones got his tight end. That's complete. That's Henry. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Patriots are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25.
And out come the Dolphins now.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Caught. It's Wilson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. His throw incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Tua. To Michel on the screen. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
A give to Michel running right. Down to the 25.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back. Preferably a takeaway.
From the 6. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
that might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Jones. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Harris. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now here's another carry for Harris. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Harris. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So Tua and the Dolphins down by 11, a little over a minute to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Now Tua. And that's into the hands of Gesicki. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. Tua to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Tagovailoa.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And the Patriots are going to recover, and that should just about assure victory. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
A Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for New England, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.